You recording? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's a very good question, why I started painting. It was kind of a coincidence. I just got it for Christmas, a painting set. But I got the same painting set from both my parents and my mother-in-law. It was kind of a sign. People want you to paint. Yeah, so I started painting. But I always wanted, maybe I was wishing for it. But anyway, I started paint and fell in love. When you work with music, you can never see what you do, ever, because music is invisible. But painting is not. Other than that, you know, being a musician and not really going to art school or any of that, I have my own approach to art. It's not so very complicated. A lot of the problems I have with, this is my dog. I wouldn't say a problem, but I would say if the art industry has a problem, it's sometimes a little bit too complicated. It won't be too complicated with me. Hey, Alfred. This is my dog, Alfred. He lives with me here in my house where I paint. When I'm not painting, I normally make music. That's kind of what I do. 50-50 painting, 50-50 music making. I like to do it here, on this piano. Before I can paint, I have to be a little bit inspired. What inspires me can be everything. Of course, very inspired by the great artists that's been living before me, and especially the great painters. Picasso, Edvard Munch, Matisse, David Hockney, Gerhard Richter. The list goes on, but I have to say especially Munch, because he managed to bring in the melancholy. That's also what I'm trying to do when I make the music. Yes, a little bit the same you can see in the paintings. I want people sometimes to get a little bit more melancholy feeling maybe from watching my paint. A little bit of both. Happy sounding, melancholy at the same time. One of my newest paintings is now out, and I'm working with oil, only oil. The problem is that it takes some time for it to dry. This is in the process of drying. This is called Castle Marburg. Growing up with Disney, like everyone else in this world, it's impossible not to like a castle like that. And I just had to paint it. And this is where the magic happens. Here I'm working now. This is totally wet. I can show you. Look at that. As fresh as it can be. It's called Why Not Be Friends. I'm a non-organized person. And that's the only way that it turns out to be working for me, the non-organized style. The organized style I tried for a couple of years. I was working every day from 9 or 10 to 6 in the evening. The funny thing was that I'm more productive now than I was when I lived a normal lifestyle. That's how it is. People are very different. Something worked for you, something worked for me. Det är rätt kul då. Vad stämmer nu? Nu är jag för på den. Being good at something is always it depends how you measure it. I always try to put my expectations low. Then I will always be positive surprised at myself. I had to sit like a real guitar. This is one of the first classical guitarist pieces I learned, and it's called Green Sleeves, and it's from England. They knew how to make music in the 1300s too. Green Sleeves. My name is Axel Vindenes, and this is Axel Vindenes Studios.